Hello, my crafty friends. Well, it's been a while. I'm glad to finally be um, back here live streaming. Sorry it's taken me so long. It's just, life's interfered with my life a lot lately. But anyway, I see two people are there, but nobody's chatting yet. I'm glad you're here, even if you're not chatting. Um, anyway, I thought I wanted to show you something that I did organizationally and then work on a couple of things. So, um, hi, Brittany. Hi, Journey. You inspired me, Journey. Both of these lovely things that you've sent me have inspired me. So I'm working on uh, on a little book. So we're going to get to that in a minute. But every time I look at these, I just get warm, cozy feelings, and so I want to make one. Um, anyway, we'll see how I can do. Hi, Sana. Honey, I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Janet. It's good to see y'all again. I feel like I've been not streaming for years, and I know it hasn't been that long, but it feels like that long. It feels like forever. But we've had lots of stuff going on, so your internet's being mean. Oh, well, that's not fair, Brittany. Shame on you, internet. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to explain how I plan to do it. Hi Beth, I'm glad you're here. But first, I wanted to well, the first thing I want to do is show y'all some happy mail that I got. And the person who sent it to me asked to remain anonymous, and I'm going to honor that request. But I'm going to show you the loveliness that she made me. Um, it's it's really cute. It's like a little ephemera holder, I guess. Anyway, there's several different pockets in here, so I think that's fun, just right there on the front. And then here's a tag, and she's made it out of a file folder. And then here's some more goodies stuck in a pocket that's been collaged on. It's just really pretty, and it's got it opens up like this. I got stuff in the way. Let's see if I can get that so it doesn't fall off. But um, here's a pocket, and here's a pocket, here's a pocket, and here's some vellum put in there in another pocket. And then you go this direction. There's pockets on this side too. And another pocket. Let's see, what do you do next? And then here's another. This just is really cool how it all goes everywhere. Hey, Julie. Hello, Lori. I'm glad you're here. Here's some paper tucked in to show that it's really more of a tuck spot than a pocket because you can go in, both ways. And there's some more papers. And there's a pocket right there. And there's more pockets here. And another pocket here and some more pocket there. So it's just got if I can it's just all kinds of yummy. All kinds of yummy right there together. So you can be here for an hour. That's good, Julie. I'm glad. It is lovely. It is lovely. I feel very blessed. Um, oh, I'm glad, Brittany. I'm glad that your internet has stabilized because that's frustrating when it doesn't. Um, says, to the world you may be one person, but to one person you may be the world. I first read that when I was pregnant with Ethan, and I thought, that is one of the responsibilities and blessings of motherhood that we don't talk about often, is how much we make up the world of our children when they're young, especially. But yeah, loaded pockets, lots of them. It's very fun. Hi, Sherry. I'm glad you're here. Anyway, I wanted to show you all that because it's beautiful, and she just did a great job. And I'm going to put it back in that. I also want to show you, I had a friend found these at Sam's, and I don't know what she paid for them. But it's a set of alcohol markers, and there's a chisel tip and and a bullet tip. Anyway, I played with these some, and I'm going to show you what I did. I made this box. I put all my Timmy stuff in here and sorted it out. I spent hours trying to figure out how to get it. Whoops. Oh, great. Just knocked stuff off on the floor that I actually need. But anyway, I don't have to have it right this minute, so I guess it's okay. But I found this at at Michael's. They had storage stuff 40% off. So I got this box. I couldn't find something already made that I liked, so I kind of had to make one up. But I also actually did some art. I feel like I have lost my mojo. I have just not had any real desire to do art. Barely even spin lately. And so I did these just for me. I didn't make a video or anything. I just made them. And it was fun. And they're made out of my Timmy stuff. The base of these is the cards that came in, with all the stuff. And I just put plain paper on one side. It's book page, but it's the end pages, that are blank on one side and regular book page on the other side. And then I collaged them. And I made several of them. This was the end paper of the book. And so I used one side. On one of them, I used it for that side, and then I had to use some scraps to get the back of that one. But and then I used a little bit of it and a little bit of the paper from one of these other pages to collage onto this one, because this one I made a mistake and I put the plain paper on both sides. So anyway, I think they turned out really good, and they'll be a good addition to my Timmy book, which I intend to get back into. But what I really wanted to show y'all was my attempt at organizing all of my Timmy stuff. And this is the stuff I got out and used, so it's not in its spot, but it's the little pieces of tissue paper and stuff. And here's some more of those cards that I haven't finished. I just got a little bit collaged on them. And I used the alcohol markers to go over the tissue paper after I glued it down, to kind of try to make it look wooden or something like that. Hello, Glitter Girl. I'm glad you're here. I hope you enjoy the chat. I don't think I've seen you here before, but I'm glad you're here. And thanks for coming into chat so we can know you're here. Brittany says, I know the feeling, Lisa. I haven't been wanting to do much lately either. I painted for a week or so, but then I started working with resin again, and that's been really fun. Your cards are lovely. Thank you. Well, I'm glad you're getting back into doing some art too, Brittany. You're right. It's hard. Not even wanting to do it was one thing, but not feeling like dragging everything out here and trying to get on a video or something, is even harder. But yeah, keep that package backing, Julie. You can use it. These tags are all the ones that where, you know, the kind of thick card that just slides in. And then I've still got these that are the thinner stuff that I'm going to make, you know, make some stuff out of. So I've got quite a few of those that I haven't done anything with, but they're on my list to use. So thank you, Janet. So I started to leave this as the back, but I don't know how easy or hard it is to write on. So I went ahead and put paper on it because it is glossy. And so I don't know how good the pen will stick to it, but it's really pretty. It would make a pretty back, you know, just like that. I just haven't tried to write on it and see if it would work. Thank you, Julie. Well, I've been trying to just not beat myself up over it and just do what I feel like doing. And there's just so much stuff I'm still dealing with, insurance companies and medical bills and trying to get everything set up. And Ethan moving to Indiana and, you know, all of that stuff. So it's just, there's just a lot. There's just a lot. Um, and that stuff isn't fun and it takes a lot of brain power. And then I just don't feel like I have brain power left to care much about art. But I did enjoy sorting this stuff out. So I thought I'd show you kind of what I did. I used, for the teeny tiny ones, whoops, I put them in one of these mint holders. And then here's some kind of, you know, a next size up from that. And then on the bottom are the bigger pieces like this. But I just kind of tucked those underneath all of this stuff. I was trying to find something like this while I was at Michael's and I couldn't. So I ended up buying 2 boxes that, like this is the bottom of the box and this is the top of the box. But since the top is bigger, I can stack it on top of the bottom and it works. And then I glued this little box in there and still had room for this. And I used one of those, one of these things to make a divider in here. And so I put these that are really glossy on one side and these that are more matte on the other side because they're different. Hi, Kimberly. So good to see you too, honey. I'm glad you're here. So I've got that. Hey, Barbara, I'm here. I'm glad to see you. So I did that with one of them, and that's the top, like this is the top. So I made those into divided ones. And then I got, this was a box that held 2 decks of cards, and it already had this little divider in it. So I just used both of those to stack in here. And I've got, you know, some of these kinds of things in here. In both of these. And these are all like label things. And then these are, you know, medium-sized collage pieces. Let's see. We'll go here. And then I've got both of these, one in each box. And some of this tape, which I haven't used yet. But it's embossed like it came out of one of those label maker things, the old label maker things. And so I just stuck those in here with all the metal pieces that I have. And in these boxes, I have smaller metal pieces. And this one is clips. And then these diamonds. My riches and my clips are in here. And then there's some more, you know, pieces of stuff there. And there was room to set this right on top of those 2 little things. It worked out really well. And then those can sit right there. And then this one has that. And there's some bigger pieces down here. Cardboardy type stuff. And there's some kind of awkward pieces and my picture frames. And then down here, well, I have these kind of behind the box, but are the photo booth things, and all my paper dolls are down here. Um, I couldn't figure out any other way to do it because I needed, a flat, I needed room for these. And if I put them in a box, then I didn't have room for the boxes. So I just put them in the very bottom. Hi, Andrea. It's so good to see you. Anyway, I had all this stuff in two of these things, these bins, still in all their packages. And it was such a hassle to get everything out of the package and stick it back in the package and all of that, that I just decided I was going to organize it somehow. And so I went looking at Michael's, and this is what I came up with to kind of do it myself kind of thing. And it fits in there nicely. And then I just stick, these on top. I had like these on this side, and then these that I haven't finished on this side. Let's do that too. And then these are my, what I do when I'm putting the glue on the pages. That's those books. And then I had these on top. So I can store all of this stuff in this box. And where's my Timmy book? I just need to stick my Timmy book with it. And I'll be ready to play when and this is my Timmy book. And I call it that because I've decided that I've been hoarding Tim Holtz stuff for a long time and I need to use it. So far I've only done a few pages. I did the cover. I did this page. I don't know if I've done any more. This is my Tim scrapbook. Oh, I did that page. And I just made the pages out of scraps of paper. And I'm going to make more journals like this. I really like even the back. I even like the back of the pages. So Glitter Girl says, I just got a big basket at Michael's that I can use to store my jelly prints and magazines. I'm excited for it versus the big heap. Yeah, I have baskets. I have lots of heaps too. I understand. Oh, I understand. And so we've got I've been praying for your dad, Julie. I'm so sorry about the COVID. That's hard. That's hard. And it's hard because you can't go be with him. I guess I got lucky when my mom and stepdad got COVID. Hannah and I got it too. And we spent basically the last half of December at my mom's house so that Ethan wouldn't come in contact with it because he tested negative all the way through, the rest of us all testing positive. So we just stayed away from him. He didn't mind. Yeah, Glitter Girl, you don't have to if you want to be called Glitter Girl. That is perfectly fine. But I would love to know your name if you don't mind, and I can call you by name. I have a list. Where is it? Is this it? I have a list of people whose YouTube names don't match their name names that I put people on. If you want to be on my list, I'll put you on there. If not, I'll just call you Glitter Girl. But I really enjoyed making this book. And I'm going to enjoy working in it. Now that I've got this stuff organized, I did Journey, but they weren't trays. They were, the black things were just like gift boxes, but it was a black bottom and then a black top. And see, you can tell by looking that this one's a little bit bigger and it's not as deep. This is the top and this is the bottom of the box. They're just gift boxes. They just happen to be the right size to fit in here nicely. And so so it helped me get it organized where I can know where everything is, and I can not feel like I'm fumbling around trying to find stuff. Oh, one other thing I wanted to show y'all. You know how I ink everything. Well, I didn't have my inks in the house. I think I've got these upside down. I didn't have my inks in the house, but my friend had just given me these. So I used these alcohol markers to go around everything, the borders and all the little pieces. And these shinier Tim Holtz pieces, you know how if you put ink on them and you do this, it wipes right off? Well, the alcohol marker stays on there really good. So that's a good way to do your edges. And on this one, I used a light brown, and I put it on there and immediately wiped as much as I could off and just aged the whole thing. So I think that turned out pretty good. Glitter Girl is best for now. That is perfectly fine. That's okay. And you just do you. That's fine, Glitter Girl. We're just happy to have you here and that you're willing to be in chat at all. So just whatever makes you feel the most comfortable is good. Hi, Gertie. I'm glad you're here. Anyway, I wanted to show y'all that if you've got alcohol markers, you know, you can use a lot of things for this, but I used the alcohol markers on all the pieces, and I used them on the little paper pieces that I used for the words. And then on the outside of this too. And on this one, I used the alcohol marker and I went around it. And then this set came with a blender. So then I used the blender to kind of blend it out and make it, not quite so dark. So it was a lot of fun playing with that. That's the first I've really done much with alcohol markers. So I had fun. So maybe Lisa will know about the sticky. What sticky are we talking about? Um, Let me go back and see if I can find what Journey said about sticky. Well, my heaps don't disappear, Glitter Girl, but my husband always told me he'd be happy to get rid of stuff for me, but I never let him do it. It is a pretty nice set, and I got she got them for me at when she was at Sam's. I don't know what they cost, but they work really well. I like them, and they're you've got a pretty good mix of light and dark colors, which I like too. I wish there were more greens, but you can't have everything. So anyway, I wanted to show y'all, that I did all the inking on these with these markers instead of with ink. So sometimes there are things, like if you're going on a trip or something, you can take things that are multifunctional, and these would be multifunctional. Of course, so were ink pads, but anyway. Anyway, Journey says, I tried using alcohol to color metal bulb pins. They didn't dry. They were sticky. Oh, um, I know if you put it on too thick, it does that for sure, Journey. If you can get it on there thinner, I did some staples. I don't I don't think there's any left that are done, but I did staples for my little Tim Holtz stapler. And no, there aren't any left. Of course, the markers might be easier. Let's go ahead and see. I haven't tried it with the markers, but I used alcohol inks and just used the little bottles and put it on there. And I noticed they were real sticky if I got too much. But if you do it lighter, then it didn't seem to get sticky. So Brittany says she sharpied staples before and they came out okay. Barbara says I have a hand-me-down set, maybe 100 markers of all different shades. It's a daunting number to work with. Yes, I can see that for sure. Hannah is like that with watercolor. She's got a ton of watercolor, but she doesn't like to, she likes to make what she calls her limited palette paintings, where she just picks out a palette of colors and that's all she uses. And she mixes them and, whatever. Um, well, so there are some staples, you know, and if you let them dry, that's one thing about this, you don't put it on as thick. And so I think it'll work better than you might try it on the pins too if you have some alcohol markers. Oh my goodness, Linda. Thank you so much, sweetie. I guess I gotta dance. Gotta do dance. A happy dance. A Linda, happy dance. Thank you, Linda. Haven't had to do a happy dance in a while. I wasn't sure I couldn't remember how. Oh, thank you so much. I guess I need to go ahead and put these in my stapler because they're already ready. I'll just move the ones that are in there down because they're not inked. Okay. A little play money. Well, thank you so much, Linda. I do much, much appreciate it. Yeah, happy dance. The play money, happy dance. um, okay. The other thing, let me move these out of the way. Oh dear. Okay, it's all right. It wasn't a big avalanche. It was just little. Hey, Dana. I'm so glad you're here. Okay. I've been inspired. I'm going to show y'all both of these, and then I'm going to show you the one that I'm working on for myself. Well, I don't know if I'll keep it or give it away, but I want to make it. Both of these were made for me by the lovely Journey Stoneman. Thank you, Journey, again. Every time I open these up and use them, well, this one I use quite often, so it makes my heart sing even more often. And this one I just got. Um, this one is a needle book, and she even put stuff in it. And I still have her little note. A lot of the needles are mine, but she did put some needles in it. But let me get it down here a little closer. So, and I don't know which needles I stuck in and which ones she did, but and look at that. Isn't that cute? And I'm pretty sure that this was part of it. And this, I just left these things in here because I haven't used them yet. And look at this. Aren't those adorable? Teeny. That's just what you need when you're working in, and it's in a little stocking. So that one is really beautiful. I love it. And I've been inspired by it and wanting to make one for a long time. But then she sent me this one not too long ago. The days have run into months, and so those are cute snips, aren't they? So I don't remember exactly when she sent this to me. I'm sorry, Journey. It really feels like all my days run together. But it is just so adorable. I have to show you. And there's little bits of string. Everything's just it's just messy glory. That's what it is. It's messy glory. I just love it. There's a button, and you can shut it and it says faith, and then you open it up and it has a button, and then it folds out and it says strength, and there's a bead and a little gem. There's just so much in here, and here's some more beads. This one says donuts. It is gorgeous, isn't it? Hi, Sharon. I'm glad you're here. And this one has like little pockets. Isn't that cute? Look at that. Little pockets. And here's a hole, from underneath. So there's like several layers of fabric here. And there's some beads there and some blanket stitch. And here's some sorry silk ribbon that was used to make I don't know, a donut. And here's some more beads. And it says joy. And there's all this stitching, and the stitching not only looks really neat, there's just so much texture in this book. I just love the texture. It is a great little creation, full of love. I agree. And then in here, you can open this up, and there's just all kinds of layers and layers of different colors and stuff. And here's some pretty, looks like, I don't know what you call those. Almost look like worms. Sorry, that wasn't the nicest thing to say, was it? But they're cute little worms. Anyway, there's some embroidery stuff. And here's another thing that opens up and shows you a bead and an old rusty safety pin. But then you can hide it. Hey, Riri, I'm not sure if I said hi to you or not. I hope I did. I'm glad you're here. And then there's a button and some embroidery and just little clusters sewn on. And it says hope, love, laughter, faith, prayer, kindness, joy, and strength. Anyway, it's just beautiful. It's all one signature, yes. Let's see, where's the center? It's a little bit hard to tell, but it is one signature. I'm going to make mine a little bit different. But I love how chunky it is. Look at that. It's almost as thick as it is wide. I just think that's adorable. Journey sent it to me, Barbara. She sent me both of these at different times. This one quite a while ago and this one recently. I don't know if I can get a bow in that or not. Sort of. Oh, thank you, Riri. So both of these have been a source of inspiration. Oh, I didn't show you all those. Are they French knots? It's the kind of thing they do in candle wicking, except that they're in red. But in the going around the sides of this, I mean, there's just lots of little bitty details. There's some X's. Bullion stitches. Cool. Anyway, they both inspired me, and I've been wanting to do one since she sent me this one, but this one inspired me even further. And so I had this kind of quilty thing that I had cut a piece out of. So I just cut me a long strip out of it, and my plan is to now the way I've got it set up right now, it is like one signature, but that's not how I plan to do it. Okay, let me show you what I've got here is like some quilt squares they were in pretty wonky actual squares, and I just took them apart to use them. And then I've got some of my rusty dyed fabric that I'm putting for the back. So what I'm going to have I'm going to do my stitching and stuff on this side. And you tell me, Journey, if this is not the best way to do it, and I'll change. But right now, my plan is to work. Um, I think what I actually am going to end up doing is stitching first through the middle, and then I can do whatever I want to on this side, on that side, and then I'm going to stitch them together. So this will, while it's two separate pieces, it's going to become one little folio. And so I'll have that one. And then this one, I'm going to do the same thing. It's from a different quilt square, and some more of that fabric. So there'll be another one. And then I really liked how she had that fold out. So I made some that were long. This one has two sets of quilt squares back to back. And so I'm going to do it like this so that it's a folio. And then here's another one, and I just put, two back to back on it as well. And this is another one. I ran out of some of this fabric, so I was doing it this way. Just because books. I think that's a great name for them. So there's another one. And then here's one I'm going to have go in this direction. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to put my backs here. So, and then here's one more. Anyway, my thought was that I'll start by sewing right down the middle so that these pieces are together, but only just barely. And then I can do my decorating and then stitch around the edges to stitch them down. Barbara says, yes, Journey, I was thinking of Susan's books. Lisa, if you need some stitching eye candy, don't forget Susan Taylor Brown. She's live on Wednesdays at 2. Okay. I have watched some of her videos, but I don't know that I've ever caught her live. Thank you, Barbara. And then I've got this one, and I thought that I would, what I think I'm going to do is sew each one of these in separately. So as I get them done, I'm just going to stitch them in here. See, and then this can be I can stitch them depending on how thick they are wherever I need to. And then I hopefully will have enough to wrap around. But if I don't have enough to wrap around, at least I know I'll have plenty of room to get them in the book. So that's kind of my plan of making this little book. And it's funny because it makes this one look, these don't look so much like they're that much bigger. But when you do this looks, it's the same height. It's just wider. The pages are wider. Anyway, I think it's going to be fun. So that's my plan with this. And I thought I would start while we're here just stitching these pages together, just a stitch down the middle. And everything else is going to be done by hand, so I might as well do that part by hand too. I've got some fabrics and stuff to use here, but what I really need right now is something to stitch those together with. It will be beautiful. Thank you, Journey. Sherry says, I love Susan Taylor Brown and her wonderful Just Because books. Would love to make one. Well, do it. Do it along with me, Sherry. We have to encourage each other because I feel kind of out of my depth trying this. And it's just because I haven't done it before. It's not because I don't think I can, but I've got all kinds of this stuff. See, I've got all kinds of supplies. I just need to get it out and do it. What is this? Oh, it's somebody's little needle. It was in here. Those look like quilting needles. They're very, very tiny and sharp. It was in here with this when I bought it. And I was watching a lady, I don't know her name, but she embroideries around buttons and makes them like into flowers. Have y'all seen her? She doesn't talk on her videos. She just shows you what she's doing. And I can't remember her name. I think I'm going to use this just to stitch all of the pages in with. If you just play on every page, you'll be fine. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm going to, well, I was thinking that I would just stitch them all in with the same color, but maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I want to give each one of them a different color. Thank you, Riri. I've got a whole bunch of this kind of stuff. That one will go good. I think that one will too. Let's see what other colors I have, and that's the same thing. Huh. Trying to see where the... Okay, see, this one's just in ones, but a lot of these are wrapped in twos, so that makes it easier to do thicker stuff. You can't do it wrong. That's what made me try. That is great, Journey. That's a great way to think about it, Journey. Sherry says, I will. Barb F sent me some awesome fabrics, just need more threads. Yes, I've seen the lady create the cool buttons. Okay. Let's see if there's another color we want to use. I think most of these are kind of the same. Well, there's a purple that's... What's that? It's a different green. A different brown. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's find one more color. There's a gray, but I'd rather use something besides gray. Let's use that one. Anyway, these are really cute too. When you get the stuff off of them, they make cute tags. That's cool, Barbara. Oh, here's some more colors. I think I'm going to do a blue instead of that pink. Okay. And I know y'all are getting to watch the least exciting part of this whole thing. Just sewing straight down the signature, but you got to start somewhere, and it's not always with the exciting stuff. Okay, let's start here. And I do want to use it doubled, but and I think I want to leave so how do I put it? I want to leave string hanging out the bottom and the top. I don't know why, I just decided I want to do that. Okay. So when I tie my knot, I'm going to tie it, with some string hanging out, because I might decide I want to put some beads or something on those. So I'm leaving them pretty long, about this long. And I'm just gonna see. I think I'm going to go up one side and down the other side so that it's actually got two. This is a thick needle, which makes it a little harder. Oh, thank you, Janet. I'm expecting a phone call back from the insurance lady. I've got so many insurance people to talk to. Um, the insurance that's helping me with Darren's bills, the insurance that's the Cobra that I'm trying to get onto for dental and vision, the legal insurance, it's just like so much stuff. I'm happy to not think about it for a while. Oh, no, I can't because there won't be enough left. I didn't make it long enough. Okay, we're just going to make the strings out at the top, I guess. Or should they be at the bottom? Y'all think about that. Should my strings that I may add beads to be on the bottom or the top? And I'm just going to go across here and go back up. Glad you're back, Julie. Hi, Kathy. Kathy says on top. Sharon says on the bottom. That's not helpful. One on top, one on bottom. And then when I sew the signatures in, I'll just sew in between these stitches here. So wherever Lisa wants them. Well, Lisa doesn't know, and she doesn't really have to make a decision until she's ready to start working on it. But I will have to make a decision when I start working on it because if I do words or something like that, I don't want it to be upside down. Okay, let's see if we can. Okay. Hi, Lori. I'm glad you're here. That's true. That is a perfect idea, Sharon. I was just sitting here thinking I could do one this way and one this way, and then Sharon says it, so it must be the thing I'm supposed to do if I'm thinking it and she's saying it. Hi, Mina. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so there's one ready to go, and I've used that color. So let's just do this one, and I think I want it to. I'm going to do the blue. I think that'll be pretty. Okay. Is this 3 pieces? I think it is 3 pieces, and I don't want 3. Okay, so I'm gonna. Okay, this time I'm gonna do it like this and just go down here and tie my knot. Let's Go ahead and do it again. Okay. Okay, so if I'm going to do that one top, then I want to do this one at the bottom, and this is going to be my extra fold out part. So I'm just going to stitch here, and I'm going to leave these open that much. But I'm going to start down here. If I can get... See, I should have ironed these things, and I didn't because, you know, preciseness is... This is not a preciseness project, so... Okay. Let's start here. Okay. Huh. That's okay. It doesn't matter. I just didn't realize I put that on the bottom. I mean, on the back. It doesn't matter. Where did you put your little tins, little tins? Oh, where are Julie's little tins? Oh, where could they be? With their goodies tucked inside, and I don't remember the rest. Okay, we're going to go across. I'm making a little fabric book inspired by Journey's books that she's made for me in the past. She made this needle book for me quite a while ago. I've been using it for quite a while, and then she made this little art book, um, just because book. I think that's what she said Susan calls them. And that just inspired me. Between these two, I wanted to make one, so I'm doing my own little version. And I don't know what's the easiest way to do it, but I thought that if I got these um, sewn into folios, then I know what's on the front and what's on the back, and I can once I get them decorated, you know, I can decorate this side because I can get to it, and I can decorate that side, and then I can sew them together. Um, so that's kind of what I'm doing, is just playing with that. So Journey does make awesome things. I may, if I can find the, you know, words I want and stuff, and it doesn't take me, you know, 5 years to do this project, I might send it to my sister. Um, she's kind of going through a hard time right now too, so this will give me a, you know, a way to say I love you. Okay, now the other one is, okay, let's do this. I'm going to pull that down a little bit. And then I'm going to move this back so it can take up that slack from pulling that down. There. Okay. Okay. So we're going to, here's another one. We've got strings coming off the top of the first one, off the bottom of this one. They're, well, they actually don't need to be, because they're not going to be stitched in signature. I mean, each one's going to be its own signature. So we're going to put them like that once we get them done. And, oh, that's not going to be good. Let's do this. Yeah, these fabrics were in some old quilt squares that I got. I don't know if y'all remember when Hannah and I got a chance to go antique sales shopping next door, and then we didn't have to pay for anything. They would just try to get rid of it. The children of the owner. Anyway, these squares were one of just laying in a pile on the floor, and I grabbed them. So, oops, got a notification in front of chat. I hate it when that happens. Ah, Hobby Lobby has coloring books on clearance. Okay. Just 1 minute. Okay, sorry about that. I'm trying really hard to only go run errands and things either when I take Hannah to work or when I go pick her up, so I don't have to use a lot of extra gas. And um, so far it's working out okay, but it's amazing. Doing very little except taking her to work and picking her up. I'm still managing to have to spend $50 a week on gas, and that's kind of frustrating. Oh, I think that looks pretty on there, don't you? Oh, well, be safe, Kathy. Hope everything turns out okay. This is really very loose weave cotton fabric. I don't know, almost feels like flour sack or something. Keep catching that. Pulling where I don't want to pull. Barbara says, Lisa, I have a whole photo file box full of different sizes of cut blocks ready to use. Yeah, use them. These were in 9 patches. And so that's, you know, how come I got some with 3 and some with 2, because I took off 2 or 3. But there were just like 10 of them, maybe 12 of these 9 patch things. And so Hannah took some of them to repair another quilt that she got. And then I'm using some of them for this. So is this? No. Okay. And let's do this. That'll be pretty on here. Yeah, it's funny, different people like different things. And when I picked those up and stuck them, when I picked them up off the floor, they were just kind of wadded up and thrown over in the corner on the floor. The lady goes, "Here, hand those to me and I'll throw them away." And I said, "No, you won't." I said, "I'm going to actually rescue them and use them in my art." And she said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." And she said, "I'm so glad I had you come get stuff." She said, "Because now I know, you know, that you're going to use it to make pretty stuff with." She said, "That makes me happy." So, um, anyway, it was funny because she was like, "I'll throw those away for you." I'm like, "No, no, no, we're going to rescue them." Bye, Julie. Have a great day. Oh, I wasn't thinking about how, but oh, no, it doesn't. It'll show up. Okay. Well, I didn't do a very good job of lining those up, did I? But I can fix it. I can fix it. Oh, it is Thursday. Tell you that feels like the days are just they're not equal length. Some days it feels like I've been in that day for a week, and some days it feels like I just woke up and it's time to go to bed. I don't know. I'm sure it's my me and not the actual days, but um, somebody told me they were gonna make daylight savings time permanent, and I was so excited, and now it looks like that bill's not gonna pass. I'm like, ah, I'm so tired of changing all the time. I don't care which one they do if they just choose one and just let us keep it. Anyway, I was kind of sad to find out that they don't expect it to pass. Uh, I am probably the most awkward sewing person by hand person that y'all will see. So sorry about that. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep all these bits. Where's the other bits? I guess I threw the other bits away. Anyway, and kind of tuck them in um, under stuff like Journey did in hers. That was really cute. Okay, we've done. Put this one down here like the blue one. And y'all getting bored? Need to find the end. I'm like unwinding it from three directions. That's that's obviously not good. And I don't want three, I just want two. This is a messy little piece, so I'm just going to let it be messy. Hi, Bishop. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. I don't know if you've been just watching and not chatting, but I'm working on making me a little book like this little stitched book that Journey made me. Um, I'm working on trying to make one. Okay. Let's see which one. That one folded from this direction. So this one needs to come from this direction. And I'm using parts of quilt squares, old quilt squares that I found on the floor and at a estate sale to make my pages with. Okay. Okay, let's start up here because I want this one to come out the top and I want it open or shut. Um, oh, did I? No, no blood. Okay. Don't want to bleed all over it. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, I didn't tie the end. I need to do that. Okay. I've inspired you. All right. Yay. Well, I'm glad. We just pass the inspiration along. Well, if you can watch me do this very awkwardly, then you can see that if I can do it, anybody can do it. Maybe that's one of the good things about going ahead and being real when you do something is that other people say, "Oh, well, if she can do it, I can do it." So, yeah, life gets in the way. It sure does, Bishop. Oh. Sherry says, "Okay, got my sewing books out and some fabric, but now hubby says it's time to go grocery shopping." Why does that always happen? Oh, sorry about that, Sherry. You get all inspired and then you have to go grocery shopping. Hopefully, you'll still be inspired when you get back and you can start working on it then. Somebody else will be streaming. You can watch them while you work. That's one nice thing about our community. There's always somebody streaming. Okay. So tell me, Journey, when you were building like this little book, did you do each page and then sew them all together, or did you do the basis of your book and then add everything in while you were, while it was already in book form? I'm just curious what you find the easiest method. Oh, I wish grocery shopping was fun too. Um, it's just necessary. Now, I like sometimes just wandering around at Sam's. That's different than regular grocery shopping. I enjoy that, but um, or going to a thrift store, that's not grocery shopping. There's total different feelings about that, different kinds of shopping. But even though at Sam's I'm looking for groceries, they just have weird things there, and so I enjoy looking sometimes. I get the few things I buy and then wander around and see what else they have. What is inside or on the book pages? I'll show you inside. Um, did I mess this up? Because I want this to go out the top. Mm, no, I didn't. Okay, it goes like this. Okay, I was getting concerned at myself. Let me show you these stinking cute pages. Yes, it is a nice thing to do while watching TV. Oh, and look, it's like a little bow of yarn that's been sewn down to make kind of a bow. So cute. And a bead. There's some hearts. This is what it looks like inside. It has I love these little peeky windows. I love that. And I love the words. See, I probably wouldn't have thought to sew words, but I love that. And then she stamped some words too. And some beads and some bobs. Little pocket. And then here's a heart. And this part that was cut out was tucked under and sewn down or cut tucked over and sewn down. And this is some, I think that's sari silk. It says joy. And there's just fun stuff. It's not, it doesn't all have to mean anything. Some of it's just fun textures, which I think is really cool. And there's a few little beads. I missed that last time. There's some little beads right there. Just hanging out there for fun. And there's a bunch of different embroidery stitches on that. It looks like a little garden from a aerial view. And there's a hidden treasure. And then there was some room for me to do something. And I didn't do anything. I need to write Journey's name on it. I can't imagine that I would ever forget that she did this, but I'm looking to see if I see. Did you put your name on it anywhere, Journey? It is beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous. I don't mind going through it several times. I'll just show it off as many times as people want to look at it. Nope, it's just because. Okay. Okay, and I need to do another one from the bottom. This person, whoever made these quilt squares, they cut like I do. Um, there's like none of them were straight. None of them were straight. Okay. This is weird. Sorry, trying to figure this out here. Okay, this one's, I'm just going to cut it here and cut it here. And this can be in my pile. That one's kind of torn up, but I could still make a tag out of it. And then take one of these off. Ooh, oh goodness, that was really close, y'all. I almost knocked my big glass of tea off. Hi, Janet Nash. It's so good to see you. I'm glad you're here. It's one of those things that each time you go through it, you will discover something new. That's true, Janet. That's true. And that's part of the fun. Okay, that one we went out the top, so this one we're going to go out the bottom. Well, I'm glad you're getting to relax. I feel like I'm relaxing pretty good. Just all I'm doing is just doing a little sewing, working on my journey inspired book. And it might have been better just to do each page. I mean, this one, this, and then put them together. But this way I know what the pages are going to be, and maybe I won't work so much in this part where I might mess something up. So anyway, this is the way I'm doing it. And one reason is because I didn't have to do much to already have a sense of accomplishment. And I like that. I like that. Hi, Jacqueline. I'm so glad to see you. I was afraid y'all had moved on to better things since I hadn't been streaming lately and nobody would show up. Isn't that kind of silly? But that's, I wondered. I wondered. One of the ladies that Darren used to work with, she was the head bookkeeper for a while. He, was her assistant for a while. And then when she retired, he became the head bookkeeper. Anyway, she said she was praying and wondering what she could do. Because she felt like she wanted to do something to help my family. And so she made a quilt. And then she's going to take it up to the office and raffle it off. Um, and then the winner has a quilt, and then um, they're going to give the proceeds of that raffle to my family, which is incredibly sweet. I don't have a picture of the quilt yet, but can't wait to see it. Darren said she's a really good quilter. I remember him talking about her, making quilts back when she was working there. She hasn't worked there in quite a few years, but she did come back to help him when he passed away because they didn't he didn't have an assistant set up. They were working on trying to get Hannah to become his assistant, but that hadn't gone far enough for her to be much help yet. So anyway, this sweet lady came back and helped them while they're trying to get everything everything done and figure out how to do it all. So I thought it was very sweet and thoughtful too. If I when she sends me a picture of the quilt, I'll show it to y'all. Okay. This is actually going to go down here, but I'm not going to put them in yet. I'm just trying to figure out. I think I want to do this dark green. I evidently counted more colors than I really needed. So it's a fun way for everybody to get involved. Yes, it is. And then somebody gets a quilt. I mean, how awesome is that? That's true. That's true. You're plotting and planning. That's good. Yeah. Well, I haven't decided for sure what I'm going to do in it. I do know I want to do some words, and I want to do some of those button flower things from that video that that same lady has done several videos. I've only watched a little bit of one video, but let me see if I can get that and stick it in the comments real quick. Because I still have it open because I haven't finished it. So come on, I'm getting all these notifications keep getting in my way. Go away. Okay. Woo. All right. There's the link to that lady's channel. I don't know her name. I don't know how to say it. So just go watch. Everybody pull up that link in another tab and leave it sitting there until you get through here, and then you can go watch her make really cute button flowers. After I get this done, we may do one just so I can give you a kind of a hint of what it's like. But she does some of them with beads and some of them with sequins and some of them with just silk, silk embroidery flat thread and um, so done a lot. She does a lot of different ones, and it makes you think, oh, what could I do? Um, it's amazing how some of these fabrics are so much harder to go through than others, and none of them are heavy. They're just some of them are denser, I guess. Um, okay, all right. Let's. Hmm. Okay, I need to see who y'all are talking about. Oh, Lizzie. Okay, I haven't watched Lizzie in a while either. I need to get back to watching Lizzie. I enjoy I enjoy watching her. There's only so many hours in the day, and mine seem to be taken up with less than fun stuff a lot. Okay. Okay, come on. I got a couple. Oh no, I did make myself bleed that time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So do I leave this one out or cover it up? Look at there, I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna find a band-aid. That's what I'm gonna do. See, I'm prepared. Well, I believe it. But this fabric right here is really hard to get through. And I don't know what it is. There's something, it's kind of stiff. Um, anyway, and I need some kind of little alcohol wipe thingy. Okay, this is stupid, but I'm going to do it anyway. This is one of those things you clean your glasses with, but I know it's got alcohol in it, so I'm gonna clean my finger with it. What you do for art, that's right, Janet. Oh, blood, sweat, and tears, that's right. Okay, well, it's still wanting to bleed. I thought by now maybe it would stop. Okay, so at least covered up so I don't bleed on it anymore. Oh, I didn't know this one was a fancy band-aid. Oh goodness, I don't even know if it'll stick. These have to be 18 years old because I haven't bought this kind of band-aid since the kids were little. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. It seems to be sticking right now. All I need is it to stick long enough to make it stop bleeding. So, okay. Well, I'll cover that up with something. She is talented, isn't she, Bishop? Very talented lady. I feel very blessed to be um, the recipient of some of her talent. Okay. Come on. I had some pliers sitting here that would probably make it easier. Because right now my fingers just keep sliding on this um, needle. Okay. Mm. Luckily, I didn't get any blood anywhere else, just that one little spot right there. Now I know what y'all are thinking. Oh, please don't send that one to me. I don't want your bloody book. Okay, this is for the top. Okay, we're going to cover that up right now. That's what we're going to do. First thing, we're going to cover that up, and then we're going to, I think, work on the cover a little bit. But I wanted to show y'all one of those button um, flowers that she's doing. Keeping it real, yeah. That's true, Barbara. That's true. I need some of those. I'm bound to have something similar somewhere. Okay, let's find a button. Let's see. Let's see if we can find something pretty. Ooh, there's a purple one. Let's see. There's that one looks a little bigger. That one will work better. That one's more better. We're going to use it because it covers up more. Hmm. It's a heaping jar. Yes, it is. I'm very blessed. There's a lot of them in here like this one that are really kind of ugly, but I just kept them all when I would find them at thrift stores or whatever. I have this big jar, and then I have a smaller jar that has some of my grandmother's buttons in it. Um, okay, let's see. What kind of. I've got this stuff that's kind of silky, and that's what I was thinking I would use to do the flowers. Okay. There's several different kinds in here, so I'm not sure. These look kind of like ribbon or something. Let me see what I think about that. Oh, I love buttons too, Janet. Okay, let's find something in here. See, this is kind of like some kind of little, they're not all the same. Like this, uh-oh. I don't want to lose that. Okay, this is just, it's silky threads, but I don't think they're actually, oh, they are kind of woven together. Okay. Anyway, these are kind of unusual compared to regular um, stuff. This is, thrift store stuff because I don't know what these things cost, but way more than I would probably spend on them, except for at the thrift store. No such thing as an ugly button. Oh. Well, I didn't throw them away, so I must not be convinced they're ugly either. Okay, here's some gold that's like a cord. Let's do that one. That'll be fun. And I don't know how much it takes. You know, she doesn't go into that in her video. She just starts working and shows you what she's doing. So just here lurking and crafting. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. Okay. I'm going to just hope that I got enough because I don't know. And I think I need a smaller needle. Well, no, because it's got to go through. Well, I don't know. Will this go through the button? That's what you got. That's what you got to test out first thing. See, it won't go through the button. Test that out first. Don't get it all your stuff on it and then realize it won't go through. I've been there and done that. Okay, let's see if this will go through. It's got a kind of a big head on it, but not. Nope, that goes through. Okay. All right. Actually, is that one? Would that one be better? No, I think they're pretty much the same. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can get this. Okay. One bad thing about these being on these cards is you got all these bins in them. And that's, I don't know, it's kind of fiddly to work with that way. Okay. Now, one thing is you start from the back. And we're going to put it right there because I want to cover up I want to cover up my blood. Okay, so you just kind of first you start out just, you know, putting it on there. Take a couple of stitches. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see this really good or not. Let's hope that this will work. Okay, so I'm going to come up. Through the button. Oh, okay. That was the wrong place to come up because I just pulled it back out. Okay, we'll come up on this side. And then I'm going to go back down through here, right where I came up. But I'm going to go right over here and come up in the middle of that. And then right back down, right next to where I came up. She did this on an embroidery hoop, and that would be much easier. And come on. Okay, Sorry. This is not wanting to stay where I put it either. It's wanting to come loose. Okay. Then back up here. And we're going to go back down in the same place. But we're going to come and put it over this. Let's see. Don't want it to be twisted. Okay. And then I'm going to go right back down beside that. Okay, let's move this out of the way so you can see. It's not a crime scene, it's just a tiny draw. Well, I know, but some people, that's a big deal for some people. So I don't want to be, offensive or gross to somebody. So, okay. We're going to go back down here where we came up. On this one, I'm just going to do 3 because it's I don't know if I have room to get, to go all the way around. Yeah. Embroidery hoops more better, y'all. Okay. But you can see, and you can do that all the way around, or you can do it there. And go back in. Okay, see if we can. And back down beside where you came out there. And then once again, back in the middle, if I can find it. There we go. All those bends make it kind of hard to deal with. Oops. Okay, so there's 2. And I think we'll do the third one over here. I was trying to decide which side. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Is this making sense? I don't know if I'm, if you can see good enough. Like that. It's pretty, isn't it? It looks like a bow. Put me on the big screen so you can see better. Now, I'm leaving a long tail, so maybe that won't come out. But eventually, it's going to be sewn down on there. What does the back look like, and how large are the buttonholes? Well, that is a concern. This is what the back looks like. It's messy. That's why I'm going to sandwich it in here, see, so it won't show there. That's why I'm making the book this way, so I can have all my backs, because my backs are going to be very messy. I'm not very good at that kind of stuff, and so I'm going to just cover the back up with the back of this one. But I think it's beautiful. I think it's a really fun thing to do, and she shows it up close and in detail, so it's easy to figure it out. Just a second. No, the buttonholes were pretty decent size on this one. But I couldn't have gone all the way around in just 2 holes. If you have 4 holes, it's easier to go all the way around. Let me see if I have another button like that so you can see how big the holes are compared to my needle. I know I did have more than one at some point. Oh, here we go. Is that the same? No, that's different. It's close, but the holes are about the same size. So we're going to use that one because I think the holes are about the same. And this is my needle. It's not a tiny little needle. It goes through pretty easy, but once you've got 6 or 7 bunches of thread through there, it is a little harder to get it through. Sorry, I'm having a coughing attack here. I need to find a cough drop. I know I've got some out here somewhere. There we go. Anyway, I think it turned out really good. Let's see if we can find another one and do something a little different. Let's see, is that, nope, that's got 2 holes. I want one with 4 holes in it, so. It's amazing how many of these just have 2 holes. Well, that one has 4 big holes. You could put anything through that one. Plan on using my metal thimble and needle nose pliers. Yeah, that might be necessary. And that's a little too much. Okay. Well, that one's just 2. Here we go. Nope. I want something that goes with this. Excuse me just a second. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. Barbara says, that looks neat on there just like that. I made myself a Stitcher practice book, but the pages are much bigger, basically 5 by 8. Yeah, and these are, let's see about what these are just for kicks. These are a little less than 4 by about 3.5. So, um, They're not very big. I've got this weird thing. Yeah, I guess you're supposed to have fabric over it or something. But I'm just going to take that out. And then we're just going to do something around that ring just for kicks. Maybe over here. We don't need that. Yeah, pliers is a good idea. Okay, I'm trying to remember which is the top and which is the bottom. Okay, this is the top actually, so we're going to do a right over there. And I am going to turn this back and get it out of the way. Okay, let's see what can we do with I don't know. I don't know why I'm trying to make it look like something specific when it really isn't that. Okay, this is kind of weird. It's like a little tube of netting, but I think it'll be interesting with this. I think the black will look good. She didn't use anything like this, and so I'm not sure. I'm not sure how this will work. She was just using embroidery, silk embroidery floss, but we're just playing, so it doesn't matter. Oh, well, that figures. This part was cut off, and it's only this long. I don't know. That might be long enough. We'll just do something simple. Okay, let's see. Let's start in the middle. And okay, I'm just going to go around this. Okay, there we go. Once you get it, kind of held down in places, then you can go back in and um, maybe add more. Oh, I'm probably out. I've probably been out of screen that whole time, wasn't I? Sorry. Okay, so now we've got it kind of stitched down. Then I'm going to go back in and go in between each of those. Um, I don't have any beads out here. I mean, well, I've got some out here somewhere, but I mean not at hand. Um, and I would definitely need a smaller needle if I was putting beads on it. But she does a lot of them with beads too. That's fun. So that's kind of fun, even though it's not really a button. Okay, there's two. What did I do with? There it is. And you can see that my pages don't even really necessarily fit, each other, but I think that's part of the fun. Okay, I'm going to stop with this and we're going to do a little bit of stitching on the cover. Okay, one thing I wanted to ask, I'm trying to decide, do I want this to be the outside cover or do I want this to be the outside cover? Most of it's going to get covered up with stuff anyway, but I kind of think I like a blank canvas here for the outside cover. What do y'all think? And you can tell this is not, I'm kind of close in here. Let me back off a little bit. Not cut very straight either because I cut it by hand. So, um, so if it's going to go like this, one thing I thought I could do is stitch this metal piece on there, on the front cover. I definitely want, okay, so we're gonna call this the size of the front cover here. Blank canvas is always good, Barbara says. Brittany likes the plain white too. Okay, that works. Janet loves both sides. Well, they're both going to be in there. This one will just be on the inside, so that's okay. That'll be good too. I kind of like putting this on there, but I don't. Where did I put my? Okay. But I've got some other stuff here that I thought might be fun. Oh, let's just take off a bit of this and we'll start with that because I don't know what else to do. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty for the front. But I don't want to put it on until I put a bunch of other stuff on it too. Um, this is, I'm not sure what this fabric is. It might be sari silk, I'm not sure, but it's really pretty. And I was thinking about, doing bunching it up on the edge here, but that's kind of hard to do. Got this piece in some Happy Mail. It's really pretty. I like it. It's a beautiful color, kind of an eggplant color. Okay. I was trying to think of what to. Let's just use this. I'm going to use it to gather it, and then I'll also sew it down with it. We'll see if that works out. Okay. Andrea's finally done with work. Yay. Yes, thank y'all for all the thumbs. That's a good amount of thumbs. That makes me happy. Okay. Okay. Oops. Come back. Bye, Janet. It was lovely to see you too. Have a good day. Okay. Let's go ahead and take this all the way down. And then we're going to okay. I think that's kind of pretty. I think it would be fun to add some beads on top of this when I sew it in. I'm trying to think if I should have, surely I've got some beads somewhere that are not too hard to get to. I just can't remember. Here's a few. Let's see if any of these will work with my. Um, oh no, those are bigger than I thought. I thought there were some small ones like that in here, but there's not. Let's see what else we can do. We could sew that on right there. But that's not the way my brain was working. Okay, I don't think that's what I want. And I don't know if I have any beads that are actually big enough to pull this stuff through. So we're just going to sew it on for right now, and then we'll add some beads somewhere else. Oh, that's a little further away from the edge than I really wanted it. But I've already got it started, so we'll put something else on the edge. Ziploc bags are my friends. That's how I keep a lot of my stuff sorted. Yeah. Yeah, I love Ziploc bags. And I use them for a lot of stuff too. Okay, just do one stitch at a time, Lisa. That's all you're going to be able to do on this. Okay, let's... Okay. Bye, Lori. Thanks for coming. Okay. Oh dear, sorry. Let's see. Let's see if I can mess this up here. Sorry about that. Knock you all wonky. Okay. Okay. I'm leaving extra long threads because I don't know what I'm going to want to do there. Okay. I don't know if you can tell what color this is, but that's a better idea of the color. I'm going to have to get off here in just a little bit. So I'm not going to get as much done today as I thought I might. Okay, that's way too long. It's just going to get in the way. Okay. Let's see. So something else I can do that's kind of quick here. Could put this like that and go ahead and sew this on. But I do think I want to do some other stuff behind it still. So let's save that. I don't know. Here's a little piece of lace. Oh, how about over here? Okay, I think I like that. Like this. Now I gotta sew that on. And what do I want to sew it on with? Just sew right down on top of this red and sew right through that lace to hold it on. Thank you, Barbara. Okay, let's see. I want something that will show up. I don't think I want any of these kind of sparkly things. That's not really who I am. Okay, come back here. Okay, let's put those back up. Let's see what else we've got here. Let's do that. Because we want the stitches to show. That's part of the fun. Orange satin ribbon. Are you talking about this? That's just gloss. This? Is this what you're talking about, Barbara? You like the pink? Okay. Okay, let's see if we can get it threaded. Let's go ahead and do it doubled so it'll be nice and thick. You like the pink better? Okay. Okay, I gotta take this off, and it's surely not bleeding anymore. Oh, goodness. It is just tearing up. That's what 18-year-old Band-Aids will do. Okay. Uh-oh. Get back under there. I need you to stay put so I can sew you down. Okay. That right up there didn't get stitched down very good. No, don't want that all inside there. Okay. We're just going to let it hang there. Okay, so here is the cover so far. This will be inside. But there'll be a lot more stuff on it, so it'll be a lot thicker. But we need to add some more stuff here. And then we will add this on top of whatever else we put down there. So let's see, what can we add? Okay, we have this. We can add. Oh, thank you, Mina. I've got this we could add. That may be too much for the cover. I don't think I want that under there, but it needs some color, some kind of color under there. Love the title of the stream. I can't even remember what I put. Something and stuff. That's all I remember. Talking and stuff or something like that. I can't remember. I didn't know what to put. Hi, Barbara. I didn't say hi to you. I just read your comment. um, I think I kind of like that dark blue. It looks kind of royal blue or purpley on the camera, but it's really a navy blue. It's amazing how weird that is. But it still looks good with it. It looks actually better with it as a navy blue than it does the royal blue, but um okay. Let's get rid of that. I just want to stitch this down. I have a question for you, Journey, if you're still here. Do you ever put some glue to hold your stuff in place before you stitch, or is everything completely just stitched? Let's see. Let's see what else I've got I can find to use that'll go good. Journey left. Okay. Let's see, what does this say on it? Oh, 37.83. It's just another color of pink. I don't know why that won't work good because we got all these other colors of pink. I think this is the same color as this. Yeah, this is just still in a cute little skein form. Um, you use glue stick when you're doing applique? Yeah. Seems like, definitely wouldn't hurt anything, you wouldn't think, but I don't think that's quite long enough. Let's see how long. Yeah, I'm with the whole length here. And I'm going to do 3 pieces because this is thinner than the other. Okay. Just a little to hold something in place. Okay. Well, I may do that. Well, may not. I don't know if I need to or not. That's um okay. I think I'm going to just stick a little glue stick under this to kind of hold it in place maybe. Okay, that's just going to kind of hold it in place while I stitch it down. The nice thing about these projects is that your stitching doesn't have to be perfect. Like I remember watching my grandmother and her friends quilt. Oh my goodness. And then I tried to quilt and they had these tiny, tiny little neat stitches and mine was like, rah, 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 rah. Oh, it was, yay, Barbara. That is going to be so fun. And I'm just going to go kind of around the edges. And I'm not even going all the way through this quilted fabric, just catching the what's underneath and then coming back up and grabbing the blue. Because it doesn't have to go all the way through and it's a lot easier to do if it doesn't. Okay. I don't understand why sometimes this goes right through, no problem. And then other times it doesn't want to go through at all. Okay, I want to check something here. Okay. Ah, pulled it out of my needle. It sat in my parents' home for over 47 years and was never used during that period. Wow. Well, I'm glad that you had it serviced and decided to use it. That's wonderful. Okay. Hi, Shelley. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to have to get off in just a few minutes and go get Hannah. I didn't realize time flies. Okay. This is I'm just trying to get this kind of in place. Okay. I just stitched it around. Um, oh, I'm so glad. Isn't YouTube a wonderful thing? You can find help for all kinds of things. All kinds of things. Okay. Um, I'm trying to decide if I should do some more stitching around it. I don't have a lot of time to move on to something else. In fact, I've only got about 5 minutes and I have to get off. So I'm just gonna um, do a little bit of stitching here and just kind of a meandering. Don't even know how much of it's going to show because it might be, covered up from other things. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of um, my kids still, even at 19 and 22, like to watch certain history YouTube channels. Um, they they've learned a lot of stuff off of YouTube. Not sure. I think we're just going to kind of meander around a little bit more. Okay. Here's what it looks like right now. And I want to put something, a bead or something right there. Let's see what if I've got anything in this jar that'll work. I don't even know what's in here. Buttons. Maybe that button will work. It's kind of a, interesting button. Let's see what else I've got in here. I don't think that my needle will go through that, but that would be fun to put on. There's a couple of them. I think that I'd be rushing it if I went ahead and did anything right now. So, because I really do need to get off here. So I'm just going to leave it like this, and we'll work on it another day. Maybe Monday night we'll work on it some more. I don't know. But thank you, Journey, for my lovely little books that inspired me to play with this. So I appreciate it. Even though I know you're not here anymore, I still appreciate it. And thank all of you for coming and for the thumbs ups. And Linda, thank you for the super chat. or sticker or whatever it was. I get those confused, but I do appreciate it very much. It was fun seeing you today too, Sharon. I'm glad y'all are here. Um, it's really nice to kind of be back a little bit. Hopefully, I'm back. um, it's, every day's a new day, so we just take them as they come. But I love you all, and hopefully, I will see you again on Monday night. Hi, Joan. You're so welcome, and thank you for popping in and letting me know you were here. I love you all. God bless you much. Bye bye.